Hey there guys, TEEJ here, or TEEJ, whichever one you wish to choose. Pick your poison, and they all work. Now today seems very appropriate to have one of the rap line songs be our video of today, because we are connecting the end of, or we have connected the end of the Yoongi dive with the beginning of the Namjoon dive. So today we have Alright, without further ado, let's dive into it, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go! There's gonna be like an upbeat. Listen, we just came back from RM Seoul. That was nice, relaxing. You just shut off your brain and you just feel the music. Yoongi, don't start doing this right off the bat, bro. Their instruments they opened up nice and sweet. You don't have to be. Don't do that. Give me time. Give me time. All right. You guys ready? We're not doing this today. We're not doing this today. Listen, give me like a 5-second interval, like instrumental or something before the next person hops in. Today is not the day to just jump in there like that. All right, starting over again. You know, from how this is going, I want to go ahead and start my 5-page PowerPoint apology by saying you guys are wonderful people, but we might be going back quite a bit or pausing a lot. Who knows? That's the I mean, it's forced me to do it so far. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes on for the rest of the video. Today's players entering the case. That had like the 2-layer echo behind it. BTS is on screen. Alright. Alright, hope. Wait, hold up. Let's run that back a little bit. Wow, tapping again. I'm so sorry. J-hopes. Even a truth becomes a lie. Even a lie becomes the truth. Given the right circumstances. I think you may be onto something. Alright, 31 seconds. He said that's funny. So it's a twist on anger, and I guess he's coming from a place where he knows the core of what this is, while other people are confusing it. He's like, nah, it's actually this way. We're used to stepping on this. Unprecedented anger. Hey, preach.
Okay, J-Hope. Alright, I'd expect that for him.
The nice glaze of auto-tune, but like when you're already talented, auto-tune becomes more of like a, it doesn't carry your voice or turn it into something. You're able to experiment with it in your own unique way. So being good at music, like genuinely, I think that's the perfect time to use auto-tune. So these guys are going off, but when you kind of switched to that, it kind of reminded me of we recently did Set Me Free Part 2, and we heard Jimin we heard and seen him in a different light. How he was shut the fuck up, I'm on my way, using the auto-tune like that. That kind of reminded me of J-Hope's part right here, or J-Hope's part reminded me of Jimin's part. So that's cool. It's kind of like they're so different, but they're a brotherly sound, you know, like they're related. If you guys catch my drift there. Right. No! Click. That anger should have been gone, bro. Dude, J-Hope has such like a guttural, so he goes from like that whole like, that nah type of sound, where it's like, it's energy, it's youth, it has sort of like a sarcastic vibe going in when he's rapping, and then he switches up to that auto-tune, and then onto the not okay, it's that real guttural, like kind of like he's screaming at the clouds. Kind of like that real, like, determined type sound. Then RM, when he's saying it, it has this, a preachy, this is where I stand, I can't be moved, and I'm full of fire and passion type vibe. Almost like he's starting a revolution. You know, they preach it on the animes or movies, and they're like, starting like a, you know, a little group is gonna, you know, revolt against the capital or something like that. And that one guy is like leading them. He's like, today we march or something like that. Something like that. You guys get what I'm saying, but he has that kind of vibe. Sugar's just drive. You know, from like the ciphers to dang. I'm kind of wondering like what the air around them would feel like in this song, and I think I got what it felt like to me towards the end, as I just explained. All right, BTS Explained by DKTK TV. So we're back with Explained by a Korean once more. 3, 2, 1.
So here we have another clever song from the BTS rap line spitting out fire, just like Dang. But if you thought this song was to diss haters and crush them, well, I would say that is maybe like 50% right. It's actually deeper than that. So let's dive into the real meaning of the song. So Suga starts out with saying that the haters are starting to get triggered again, and they get triggered so fast that even before the actual fuel is poured, they ignite and burn themselves. It means that haters overreact and blow things out of proportion with the smallest details. And in that process, they don't know that they're actually hurting themselves with all the negativity. Now he's being sarcastic and calling the haters a pro, a player that enters the ring with a trivial little flaw and keeps on biting on that and doesn't let go, making a big fuss out of it. So 동네북 is literally translated into neighborhood drum. This is a Korean expression that means a drum that anybody can hit on, basically meaning an easy target or person to shit on. Dung 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 is how Koreans pronounce the sound of a drum. The haters keep on poking with no reason, like a boxing player that keeps on jabbing. And if Suga keeps on ignoring them, they start to stab him. This expression 담궈버리다 is actually a very hardcore slang used by Korean gangs when they stab people with knives. The original word 담그다 would mean to put an object into a liquid, usually used in terms of kimchi or salted seafood called 젓갈. The common thing among these foods is that they are all red, liquidy, and they go inside jars afterwards for fermentation. So you can see why gangs would use this word in that kind of way. And 푹 is a word that expresses the action of stabbing into something very deep and powerfully.
그 늙은 꼰대 새끼들 잘들 감시해.
만에 하나라도 꼬름하게 굵거나 수틀리게 나오면 나가 아주 창을 내가지고 젓갈을 담궈버리려니까 말입니다, 형님.
넌 어째 나이를 처먹고도 여전히 무지막지하니? 험한 새끼. 젓갈이 뭐냐 젓갈이. 아, 나 유한 새끼.
Now notice that the mimetic words 둥둥둥, 툭툭, and 푹푹 all rhyme with uk and each other, and they all escalate by each line from hitting a drum to jabbing and stabbing. So haters start off trying to tease and make fun of Suga, but when he doesn't respond, they start jabbing and stabbing him. The truth becomes a lie becomes the truth. It's funny to see everyone suddenly becoming a morally perfect and flawless human being. And yeah, I know a little bit about this too, and it seems like the typical characteristics of many online communities and platforms.
Oh boy, have I
people
witnessed that.
have nothing better to do in real life than spread hate towards others. Get a life, guys. RM states that rage is an actual emotion that is sometimes needed. He says that people have the right to get mad at certain things, and that might be our history. The word history can be used in general terms, as in a nation or the world's history, or in terms of BTS themselves, like how their success and legacy was motivated and accomplished through
So take it
anger.
how you will type.
But overall, RM acknowledges the fact that rage can likely change the world. Now, Korea is a nation full of rage against many surrounding countries that invaded and colonized our land. Also, don't forget the most recent incident of rage impeached our former president as well. But he says that the anger that heads towards him is not 분노, rage, but 분뇨, human waste, PP and poo-poo. He says that haters are actually killing anger with their fake anger, and numerous people are tired of that. This means that the useless negative energy or anger about stupid things haters throw around in the world is actually devaluating the power and impact of the word anger. RM keeps on going by saying that your anger is not just killing us. We're used to that shit anyways. But the real problem is that people are getting insensitive about the emotion anger itself, since it's so normalized and thrown towards them and in every direction. He keeps on going by saying that human waste and indifference is a team, which is what the haters are and deserve. Then the rap line goes, ook. Ook is a Korean term that describes the state of blood suddenly rushing to your head in a second right after you see something infuriating. It's usually used towards people who don't know how to keep their temper and are hot-headed. BTS cleverly translated ook into ugh, very similar to how it sounds in English, and also gives that feeling of a sudden disgust or frustration. Then why does the rap line suddenly feel angry? Because of the haters? Well, not exactly. They're actually mad because of the anger that contains malice. At this point, they don't care about what haters shit on them anymore. They're angry about the fact that this pure emotion called anger is being used in such a malicious way to hurt them or others, which result in nothing else but harm. It doesn't change the world or history, and that's why they bring up the word 분뇨, human waste, because anger is becoming wasted. Then J-Hope goes on and says that he's angry about the anger that got extinguished. In accordance with the previous lyrics, this means that J-Hope is angry that at some situations when anger was truly needed for like a protest or a good cause or whatever, it died out and didn't meet its final goal. Because the anger is being diffused towards random subjects like BTS themselves or, for example, DKDK TV. They don't care, and we don't care either, but if that energy were to be gathered and used for a meaningful cause, the anger could actually make an improvement in the world. So basically, stop shitting on Twitter and throwing your anger at random people and make that anger useful and make yourself useful.
After watching the video that goes a little bit into BTS and like the hate and negative side of things, some comments did mention Twitter. You know, there was hate and this, or, you know, even way back when there was like so much of this and this. That just made me think, dang, those people that had to experience that or see it in real time or be online and like have to defend and all that good stuff, they probably agree with this so fast. It's just like, hey, please, it could be used towards something else.
In general, they go on promoting anger. They say be angry about things that are not just in this society. However, to the haters, this line has a sarcastic double meaning. It's basically saying, yeah, go off as much as you can until you become ashes and break yourself, whatever, I don't give a f. J-Hope continues to say that he understands that anger is a powerful emotion that moves and rules the world. But then he says that some people these days just can't live without being angry. They're just too angry at every single little thing, and they go crazy with it. They're like, ooh, 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 ooh.
I work in the food industry. A lot of great customers, but a lot of what side of the bed did you wake up on today type people as well. And that just made me think of this story. I don't even think it probably has nothing to do with this video, but I feel like telling it. Lady came, we weren't open yet, banging on the door. When I mean banging, I mean like trying to get in type banging. We're just like, bro, we're not even open yet. The food's the food can't be that good. But you know, we make our little jokes, but we just wait. Second the door is actually open, storms in. You got this wrong, my order. Yeah, this was back during COVID times. So, you know, it was mainly a drive-through operation, but periodically we'd have the lobby open. But yeah, she was going off. You did this, blah, blah, this and that, blah, blah. You know, fix my order, you know, I hate this damn place. All you guys are lazy, you're not doing anything right. What do they pay you for? All this crazy stuff, and Shifley in charge was like just taking it all in. He was just like, man, you know, super nice guy. People like, he had so many angry people at him while he worked there, but he was one of the nicest people there, I swear. He would always try and like understand and stuff like that, but people just didn't like that, and it just made them more angry that he was nice or something. I don't know. But after he was getting yelled at for like 3 minutes by this lady, I just walked over and was like, ma'am, stop. That says, you know, such and such. By that, I mean, we work at, you know, enter name restaurant, whereas her food, shown on the bag that she threw on the counter at us, was for the restaurant next door. And the second she saw that, she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing, blah, blah. And me being me, I was like, this is ridiculous. There's no way you came in here with all the energy just to be wrong. And then we watched her storm out. Since it's just next door, like the next parking lot, she didn't even hop in her car. She just ran over there. So we went to drive-thru because you can see the next restaurant from the drive-thru window. And we just kind of like watched her. She, I kid you not, she like halfway sprinted over there. Like, it was like a sprint, but slow sprint. And the same thing repeated. She started banging on the door, and we were like, all right, so clearly they're going to experience the same thing, but it's going to be worse since they're the actual restaurant that messed up. And we're just like, bro, why so angry? Anyway, back to the video.
Once again, he points out that there are thousands of reasons to get angry about. Either if it's for good or bad, it is anger. He says that unleashing your anger is okay, but he doesn't like the anger that harms other people's lives. So he urges haters to stop that. So someone's actions can hurt someone, and someone's words can make someone lose hope, and someone's blink of an eye can become a moment for someone. Someone's anger can cost even the life of someone. Suga spits out of disgust. Although these lines are universal and it applies to all of us, here in particular in this song, because they went to the extent of mentioning a life, personally, I think they had in mind of the tragic incidents that happened in K-pop last year. Stupid and useless actions, words, mockery, and anger were wasted on such meaningless things about idols and celebrities, that some of these celebrities were forced to make a very unfortunate decision. If you think this is a stretch, then you should listen to the next verse. This part is an impersonation of haters and netizens. These jobless people keep on saying stuff such as, what's the big deal about getting some insults? You guys deserve it because you guys make a whole lot of money anyways. So stop complaining, it's a toll for being famous, so just suck it up. This is the common logic that many netizens would say whenever a celebrity brought up how they're suffering from or are planning to sue hate comments. Try me. Just let me be in your place. Let me be an idol, and I'd be able to deal with all of that, is what the haters keep on saying, justifying the hate comments and undermining the pain celebrities have just because they profit out of
That's so
publicity.
stupid.
Then the haters say the word ahem. Now this sound or word is used in English as well, simply to clear out your throat or show that you're present or give an invisible message to somebody who's dumb, who's not able to read the atmosphere, or to nullify the awkwardness after saying something embarrassing and on, like something like that. Anyways, as you see a lot of ahems in this part, I would say that all the usages and contexts would actually fit in. However, just to add one extra point of view as a Korean, the sound ahem was mostly used by 양반 or 꼰대s in Korea.
꼰대s.
So 양반 is a privileged noble class during the Goryeo Joseon dynasty that knew how to read Chinese and study Confucianism and were superior in class to all the other classes such as mechanics, merchants, farmers, and slaves. These 양반s would use the word in diverse situations like when they needed their servants or when they would scold them or try to show off their nobleness.
우린 과거를 보러 가는 길일세. 그 쓸데없이 방차지하고 있는 상껏들 밀쳐내고 어서 방이나 한 칸 마련해 놓게.
보시다시피 양반님네 성화가 보통이 아니요.
먼저 숙박한 사람을 내쫓다니 이게 무슨 경우야? 그리 못하오.
아니 저놈이 지금 뭐라고 짓거리는 게야? 가만 좀 있어 보시게.
양반님네들이 저리 순하게 나오시는데 방 좀 같이 쓰셔야겠소.
그래요.
제대로 된 과거도 아니고 그까지 잡고 하나 보는데 뭘 그리 볼 게 많은가?
사람 목숨 다룬 일이 그리 만만한 줄 아십니까?
그래봤자 의원 나부랭이가 아니냐? 너희들 하는 일을 의학이 아니라 의술이라고 부르는 이유를 모르겠더냐?
Also, 꼰대 basically means a boomer in the workspace or someone older than you that tries to force their way without any logic or reasonable reason just by the fact that they're born earlier than you. These 꼰대s casually use ahem to give nunchi, which is a Korean thing that basically means figure out what I mean or what I want without me having to say it with my own mouth. The magic word would be ahem, and everybody would have to shut up and comply. So the word ahem has a complex usage and nuance in it, but basically it would be best if you understood it as these internet keyboard warriors who think they are morally perfect, better than you, sitting on their high horses, trying to shush you and give you nunchi and saying, suck it up. So yeah, you could replace the ahems with the words like, suck it up, get over with it, or shut up. While BTS is receiving all these ahems, if you listen carefully to the tone they're rapping with, you can feel a sense of sarcasm, which means at one point, BTS is saying the same thing, ahem, vice versa to the haters as well. In conclusion, this song is mainly about BTS's anger against how people these days waste their precious anger, emotions, time, and energy in stupid things like mocking celebrities, BTS, and internet figures, and on, which sometimes lead to tragic incidents, when this anger could actually be used in a revolutionary way to bring change in history or positivity. Therefore, ook is not a
I'm seeing some of the things I said pop up here. J-Cart. What the? New member. But J-Hope's sarcasm, Yoongi's drive, and then I mentioned RM had this like revolutionary type sound to his vocal delivery earlier. So I've already mentioned a lot of things, so I'm glad I was sort of on track with all of this as far as the feeling goes.
Direct diss song about the haters because it seems like BTS has elevated to a level where they don't even care anymore about human trash. It's bigger than the haters. It's a declaration about the emotion anger itself and a lament on the modern day socio-contextual usage or waste of anger.
Alright, so now that we know the informational depths of the song, let's go ahead and jump into a live just to keep up the momentum. We're like a snowball, but instead of going downhill, just as crazy as BTS is, it's going to be going uphill. So that shouldn't be too crazy for you. 3, 2, 1, go. Crowd's ringing. This vibe is crazy. Yeah, this vibe is it's hype, but it's low key and shady. I like that. I like the amount of color they add to their voice. It's in constant state of flux. Keeps it interesting. He did not show up like that. The shades and everything, he looks like he's the main attraction here. Let's go. J-Hope, my guy. I had something else to say, but he threw me off. Bro, the energy is crazy. They're tipping the scales with this one. This is like the dark side of same energy, but like the dark side of the hype. Whereas like the light side being equally just as like energizing would be the Idol EDM live that we heard. It's kind of like gives me like the same familiar hype vibes, but this one's like black, red lights, fire. The other one's just sunshine, confetti, and joy. I love the banners with the names too. Nice touch. That micro movement with the drums in the background to hype. De ahora. Hell yeah. That was a nice that was definitely a nice way to wrap this reaction of the stellar performance from these three. Alright, so here's where I am with this. Just a fun fact to throw at the end of the video about this video. Or about this song. Official audio itself, RM definitely took the cake for me. As far as flow, cadence, colors in the voice, tone, everything. He took it. When it got to the explanation, what hit me more was Suga. The rest had the arrows hit, you know, the shoulder, gut, whatever, but Suga hit straight right here. I like that. Cause I was like, yo, the way he's like twisting those rhymes, that's, which, I mean, anybody who's stuck with the channel for a while, you'll probably know that's closer to my writing style, so I definitely felt a connection when he explained those things a little bit more in detail. So I kind of had a feeling, you know, I was like, oh, it's, you know, about hate, you know, there's the confusion in the air, blah, blah, blah. But that's like surface knowledge. I didn't get in there. As far as the live goes, I gotta give it to my boy Hope. Dude, he went off. He showed up and showed out. Everyone else was cool, but that was J-Hope's concert. That was J-Hope's concert. That's tough. Anyway, let me know down in the comments how you feel about the song, whether it's the official audio, the raps versus the meaning, the explanation, the live, the vocals, in comparison to how I felt about it.
And with that being said, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll see you all in the next video.